but you know what something you are aware of. And your garage is exactly the point I'm thinking. Okay. My neighbor, kind of nodded at me when I was picking up his trash, right? We spent our he sits in the car, turns on the car, the kid comes out the house with sprinkler in hand, and that little 10-year-old kid started running the sprinkler across the windshield, and I was like, this is awesome. Listen, America the beautiful. When Dad can come outside, sit in his car, and the kid comes out and neighbors know it's working.
That's why you have kids right there.
That was just a beautiful. That was a beautiful moment because sometimes this stuff is like usually people sit out there and wait. But like I said, in fairness, he could have waited. The car would have warmed up. Nice car show. Yeah. Just the fact that he didn't want that guy,
That's funny. Yeah,
So that I was just like, what? Even when it's opposite. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, YouTubers. Every time you hear that buzzing, please tell me unplug the computer. Thank you.
Yeah, so we got you.
Football.
Yeah, football, man. Jeez.
Kansas versus Kansas State.
Yeah, that's close enough to football.
No, I don't care about that.
We will talk about that. We'll talk about the basketball team. They got a big one tonight, obviously, that you need to follow up. A lot of eyes are on Louisville now, so we'll get to them 100%.
So where do you start in the football world,
This
Steve?
morning, the ACC schedule was released for next season, so we now have a full rundown of the ACC schedule, and we know a lot of people listening to this show may not know that yet, may not know exactly what the schedule is, so we will talk about that.
Bring it up, Steve.
We'll pull it up real quick, and I'll run it down for you. We open up on a Thursday night.
Drum roll, please.
September 3rd at home versus NC State.
September 3rd, home versus NC State. Brian, get that win music ready for September 3rd.
For September 3rd.
Not now, Brian.
Yeah, not right now, but have it ready on September 4th.
No, 4th, sorry, yep.
Yeah, September 4th, because we'll be winning. Then you have away game the next Saturday at Clemson.
I'll put the all I can do is win music away that day.
Stop. Listen right now.
Dude. Sorry, Steve.
That's okay. Week 2. Historically, that's when you want Clemson. I'm just throwing it out there. First couple weeks of the season, go to Death Valley. It happens every year. They lay a clunker every year. Marcus left. He'll be back.
I do like playing Clemson early in the year.
Yeah, no, that's exactly when you want Clemson in my mind. So
they get clicking towards the end of the year. I mean, just like any football team, you get better as the season goes, but Clemson more so than others. I mean, they come in, usually the first week or two, they're still kind of probably trying to figure out their rotation a little bit because they had 10 guys go pro the year before, and now they're bringing in 4 or 5 stars that they got to mix and mesh together.
What about this, too? You got 10 days between NC State and Clemson.
Yeah.
That's a long time, man.
It is nice to have a week and a half.
I know. It's a long time you got. So, anyways, we'll get to that because we'll start dreaming on that here before long. But then
I'll put all I can do win music in queue. We'll put
in queue. Yeah, in queue. Okay, then you'll say, you got Murray State, Western Kentucky, both at home. Then you go to Syracuse, to Boston College. There's a good shot there that you're starting out 5-1.
What I'm talking about.
5-1 would be. I mean, that's pretty solid. So you'd be 5-1. Then you got what I think. I mean, for me. Has there ever been The volume's low on YouTube. Marcus stepped out real quick. When he gets back, he'll fix that for you. Has there ever been a better back-to-back home game series? I'm really asking this. Think about it. I mean, now maybe you could go back to the Cooper days and stuff when you could say, well, we had Penn State and this team back-to-back or something. But Florida State, October 24th, Virginia Tech, Halloween. Back-to-back weeks at home, Florida State, Virginia Tech. That is awesome because there is going to be a ton of juice for that Florida State game. Good chance. I think as Louisville fans, I think we expect to be 5-1 going into that game. So you have Florida State, then you turn around Halloween day, Halloween night. Surely you'll give us a night game at Halloween. Virginia Tech, Louisville, Halloween night. Oh, my gosh.
It's like a perfect opponent, too.
Oh, my gosh. That's perfect. So back-to-back games there. Then you go to Virginia, Wake Forest at home. You go to Notre Dame.
Wait, how does that work? Because weren't we supposed to only play Notre Dame like once every 3 years?
No, it was just that first game. There was like I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason behind that.
Okay.
As much as Notre Dame just schedule, it's more on Notre Dame's
to
end.
Schedule it.
Yeah, to
they
schedule
have to
it.
get their 5 ACC, but it's on them to get it done.
Because actually, I think they come back kind of quick. Like
That'd be awesome.
In a couple years. Yeah. So it's like, it's weird. Then it was like 3 years off. Then it was last year's game. Now it's there. And then I think we play again kind of soon. So I don't know.
At Notre Dame, that's probably the trip I'll make.
It's the best. It's the best trip I've ever made in football. Like, but you got let me warn you. You've got to be a football traditionalist though. If you're not, you're gonna hate it.
Because it's weird because you get there like you're like normal time for like a tailgate, but you don't really tailgate. You walk around the campus. You go to the Gold Dome. You go to see Touchdown Jesus.
See, you're in the wheelhouse with me. That's what we did. We did all that stuff. I was like, I want to go to all the, you don't have to be a Catholic or anything to go you go in all the buildings. I wanted to see all the traditions. The basketball arena's open. You can go in there and do stuff.
They let you walk through the church with the Gold Dome.
It was awesome. They have the fountain thing. I mean, then you went in and the people with the trumpets played and the
Then you go get your picture taken in front of Touchdown.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
no, Touchdown Jesus was the greatest. Then the entry into the stadium, how Notre Dame lines their team and their fans up. Then they march in the opposing team right next to them. It's just everything about that game is incredible.
What was it that they were throwing in the student section too? They were throwing something. Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah, because it was
senior
day. It was senior day, and they were throwing something in the stands. That's right. That's a good call, Brian. But the Notre Dame trip is incredible. Marshmallows. Yes, it was.
You didn't know that?
No, it was marshmallows.
You didn't know that?
No,
you
I didn't.
are a football historian.
I know, and I was thinking marshmallows, but I'm like, was it marshmallows?
No, Steve.
Yeah, so that just was incredible.
And then what did I miss?
The whole schedule, and then you got Kentucky at home. So it's great. I was asking.
His name is Todd Licklitter.
That sucks. It sucks for him. I was saying, have you ever had a better back-to-back home stretch than Florida State, Virginia Tech?
Halloween, Virginia Tech.
It's incredible.
Florida State, just pure get back.
I know.
Notre Dame.
And the way the schedule plays out, we're saying you're probably 5-1 going into Florida State. That little stretch.
Who's the one?
Clemson. I mean, I'm not ready to look. I love when we're playing them. I think it's perfect, but I'm not ready to count that as a win just yet. But I may be soon.
Even though we're ranked?
Even though we keep coming up in the rankings everywhere. By the way, another top 25 today. PFF football has a little, 18. It's pretty dang good.
Did you know Kentucky had the number 15 recruiting class in the nation?
That is pretty good, legitimately. That is good.
Where are they ranked?
Can I pull Let me pull it up and see if I can find them in any of the rankings.
What are you looking up? I'll look it up too.
No, Kentucky had a top. I keep seeing about how they got such a good recruiting class. I'm trying to find them in the rankings for next year. My phone must be messed up because they're not showing up. But when I find it,
They don't
I'll
even
give
care
them
about your top 15 recruits.
Yeah, I'll give them their because it's still Kentucky football. This is what they don't understand yet. It's like, no, you're still Kentucky football at the end of the day. So you don't really, yeah, that would beat you guys. Yeah, but you're still Kentucky football. So I mean, I wish you would have saw the disdain on that Mississippi State fan's face. When he was like, man, I mean, after y'all took that loss to Kentucky, like he was literally like, he was legitimately like, I can't believe we just lost to y'all and y'all lost to Kentucky. Like he was blown away that was a thing. So, yeah. So anyway, schedule's good. I like the way it kind of pans out. You've got a lot of expectations coming in. I don't want to say a lot of expectations, but you have expectations going into next year. So, I don't know.
Sorry. They were having trouble hearing. Did I crank yours up too much simultaneously?
No, I'm good.
Texters, let me know how the YouTube volume is, please. So schedule,
Yeah.
You're okay with it overall?
No, I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's great. I think the way everything's spaced out is perfect.
Okay, give me your trap game.
Oh,
your dangerous trap game. Is it North Carolina State?
Oh, yeah. I mean, week 1, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, man, you start right out with NC State. I will go, though, maybe at Virginia again. Because, I mean, at Virginia just kind of pops up right there in between.
Life. Yeah.
Florida State, Virginia Tech, Kentucky, Notre Dame. And then you're like, and you go to Virginia.
And we got to throw Virginia in there.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe that. Or, even early. I mean, Boston College, at Syracuse, back-to-back, two road games. See that one.
Virginia.
Yeah, but I'm Virginia, yeah.
Alex, thanks for joining us on 93 Don. Start us off right.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing this morning?
Feeling good.
Great.
I just got a quick question for y'all. So, looking at the schedule, would you guys be disappointed if we basically, pulled a Charlie Strong? Because Charlie Strong went 7-5 his first year, then in the second year he came back and went 7-5 again. Is that how it went, or did he go 6-6? I don't remember.
He come back the next year. They won more games. They were 6-6 the first year, but they came back the next year and were.
But it wasn't like it wasn't like 8. It wasn't like 8-3, was it? Or 8-4. I thought he. Well, regardless, my question was: would you be upset looking at the schedule if we went if we basically had the same record we had last year, just switch around losses? Because it sounds like to me the front part of the schedule. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not being cocky. We're Louisville, sir. We've always beaten Syracuse. Like Syracuse and Boston College is a team that I expect Louisville to beat because I think we have a better program than them right now. Or at least for the last 10 years, I think we've had a better program than they have. So I expect to win those games. Virginia Tech always gives us problems every year we played them. So I basically, would you guys be disappointed if we went another 7-5? Because if we did, I mean that would be early losses and some late losses as well, or maybe some back-to-back losses towards the end of the schedule. We start off, 5-1, and then we lose 2 home games or something like that. Is what it sounds like it would be. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to lose to Florida State this year. We already, I want Chuba Purdy to look at our team and say, oh, man, I made the wrong decision. I know that sounds petty, but I just can't stand that guy right now, even though he made that decision and he's 18 and he really doesn't, he's young and I get it. But I just really want that Florida State win because I felt like we had it last year. But, yeah, would you guys be disappointed we went 7-5? Thank you.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, man.
Sorry.
No, look, here's my thing. No, I don't think you'd be upset with 7-5. I think that what you want to see this year, though, would be. I mean, obviously, I think you can win more games than that this year. But you want to see a few extra wins or bigger caliber wins too.
I'd trade records for
Virginia
Notre
Tech,
Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah,
course, yeah.
sure.
Like I'll take those disappointing. I'll take the letdown game.
Yeah, if I'm 7-5, but I've got wins at Notre Dame, wins at Virginia Tech at home, Florida State at home, you feel pretty good about where the team's going. But I do think they'll get more than 7 this year. I think they can definitely. I think you can definitely, even if you raise it by in the regular season,
even though you're losing a top 5 pick in the draft.
Well, and that is very possible because as of yesterday, the first mock draft come out from NFL.com that had.
Wait. Start over.
Okay.
And say that sentence slowly.
Okay. The first mock draft from NFL.com, David Jeremiah, had Mekhi Becton at number 4.
Steve, I remember there was a time, not too long ago,
yes,
where you and I sat in this beautiful, well-lit, well-manicured OPC Pest Services studio.
Yeah.
And we told the people, we said, people, I know you see Mekhi Becton, 27, 29. You know what we said? We said, the moment people realize the size of Mekhi Becton, the moment they turn on the film to start their predictions and they see the way Mekhi Becton throws around All-American Clemson defensive ends, he is going to skyrocket up the draft boards. We told you this when they were talking about back in first, early second. We said that is a ridiculous conversation. Can you see what teams with an offensive line can do in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like you see, like the value of that kid is going to be fun. Getting Mekhi Becton for 4 years or 3 years on rookie deals.
Yeah. I mean, he listen, when you put him up against any of the other you go watch any of the other offensive linemen, that are in that area. And I mean, you put him up against anybody. He writes about Mekhi Becton. He says Dave Gettleman loves, because they got him going to the New York Giants. Dave Gettleman loves big physical players, and they don't get any bigger than Becton, listed at 6'7", 370 pounds. He's a mauler and shockingly nimble in pass protection. It's one of those things, man, where we looked at. I am one of the selfish people on the planet when it comes to guys coming back to my school. And, I mean, this was one where I was like, he has to go. Like, I won't let him come back.
Right. We knew that.
And people are talking, well, he's back. They got him mid-second round, early second round. I'm like, no, you don't understand. This dude's going to be top 20. Now, I mean, maybe top 5. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, I was like, this kid is going to be top 20, period.
Yeah, I again, even the Lions at, 3? You talk about trying to run the ball in the AFC North, and you got Stafford, who took an injury this year.
Yeah.
If you let him get past you, you've invested in the Auburn running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Yep.
You running through. You haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher in forever, and you have an instant quick fix. I can at least run the ball left.
Yeah. I mean,
Mekhi
Becton is a guy that will go into the league and start. He's going to go into the league, and he's going to be starting on an offensive lineman next year. Or on an offensive line next year. So his value's through the roof. And again, I mean, you're talking nimble. I mean, this is a guy that could play ball. Like that's pretty incredible. So, I'm not too blown away by it. It's a nice feather in Dwayne Ledford's hat. If last year you're talking about Bradbury, who goes top 20, this year you're going to have Mekhi Becton go top 20.
He's totally taking credit for all that, too, isn't he?
He should. He should. I mean, so yeah, and the thing is, there's some talk of there's a couple grad transfer SEC, one particular SEC grad transfer, that offensive lineman that has got his eye on Louisville. That how you say no? If you talk to Dwayne Ledford and he goes, well, did you watch the Vikings this year? You see my guy? Yeah, they got Mekhi Becton going top 5. So where do you want to go?
Right.
And that immediately beefs up the line next year. If you tell me you added
Actually, it's funny you say University of Louisville should mass campaign.
Oh yeah,
they should mass campaign the Dwayne Ledford turnaround offensive line between Marshawn Ford, even going into that category of blocker / awesome blocker / Ledford, your walk-on program. Like he should put that out there. Like Louisville should do that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Even if you just attack the grad transfer market, don't make us have to scour for the players. Start putting out where the players can see you and see your opportunity. Make players call you to see if it's an option. Again, of course you still do your job, as far as scouring the earth, for players. But I think it'll be beneficial right now, kind of like we talked about in the basketball. After Duke, you flood the market.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, and then Daniel Jeremiah had tweeted after that. He said some folks were surprised at how high I had Becton. He said but you have to understand there aren't many humans out there capable of moving like this man at 6'7" and 370 pounds. As a freshman and sophomore, he flipped sides throughout games, strong and weak side. This year, he was a dominant left tackle. He's a rare dude. Period. End of story. Somebody gonna take him high.
Come on, Detroit.
Really high.
I don't know. I don't want Jalen fooling with him at all.
He's nasty, man. Yeah,
I know.
He's nasty.
You watch people fly, like big time defensive ends go flying out of the way.
Yeah.
Like no double teams, no. You eliminate a big circle of human.
Yeah.
Every single play.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm going to work on this volume. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven, 8150. 93.9 is the number on 93.9 the Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
With same-day pickup and delivery, you know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Kroger, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather's getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. Right now from DFH, get 18-month special financing on a qualifying Train system. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold-filtered, cold-lagered, and cold-packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, right here on 93.9 The Ville. Check us out daily at LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Follow us on Twitter at Lville Sports without an O Live. All the best. 6 o'clock, right here on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Cards fans, it's an exciting time to support your teams. With all that excitement, celebrate with beer made right here in Louisville. Great Flood Brewing has long supported U of L, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Visit the Great Flood Tap Room on Bardstown Road to see all that we have to offer. As always, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com and follow our story at Great Flood Beer on social media. Thanks to 93.9 for being the best dang station in the city, but you knew that already. Go Cards.
I said Great Flood like 5 times. You think I got it?
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 939 is the station. It's always fun when you can get some good football talk on like January 22nd, 23rd. It means you're having a good time at your university. Coaches doing their thing, players doing their thing. When you have a player getting talked about in the top 10 of the draft, you know how many times you just gonna say the word Louisville on TV around draft time?
Oh, yeah.
Just see the Louisville brand. And it's awesome because it's a huge guy at Louisville. So it just a visual in your brain of huge dude, Louisville, you know what I'm saying? They got, football program-ish, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of football program, we got a new, and it was the inside linebackers coach. Do we call him call him inside linebacker or linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker. Just
Derek Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Miss boy.
Southern Miss, right? Well, do you know him in particular, Brian, or you
I know he
read
was
up
with
on him?
the staff here in Louisville 2014.
I did read that.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, people. Derek Nicholson. Steve, first thoughts?
I mean, I like it. I mean,
Looks
yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like he knows what he's doing. And I think, as you kind of you look and you go over some of it, when you look down his accolades, you look down some things around him. I mean, you feel pretty confident with him, and how quick Coach Satterfield moved on him made me really comfortable with him too.
So here's the thing. Right now, just what we just did, Derek Nicholson, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm okay with it, And Brian yells out, Southern Miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are, right now there's one half of the people saying, okay, Marcus usually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Steve usually knows what they're talking about. If they're comfortable with it, then I should be a little comfortable with it. There's the other side. Yeah, of course they think he's a good hire. Of course, Southern Miss. I mean, how could that be a good hire? Who wants somebody from Southern Miss?
Yeah.
Because they don't think like we think.
Yeah.
This is, Ryan, this is why this triangle of domination continues to be this. By the way, speaking of domination, you tell everybody we're expanding?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, that is.
Speaking of domination.
Yeah.
Did you tell everybody we're taking over this block?
I know, yeah. How about that, man?
Think about New Jack City and the Carter.
Yeah.
And 93.9 is taking over the block. You know why? Because we're damn good at what we do. Speaking of damn good at what we do, let me tell you, let me teach you, let me explain to you something. Here's how you find a good hire. Here's the things that they don't see that you see. Derek Nicholson. Actually, I don't want to make one mistake. I don't want to leave out one little factor, so I will type. There it is. Comes right on up. Derek Nicholson, a former linebacker, played his college football at where, Brian?
I don't know that one.
Florida State. So here you got the mentality of a Florida State linebacker.
Yeah.
Does that check box one?
Yep.
Because I am the psychologist of the group. Number two factor. His older brother, A.J. Nicholson, played for what, Brian?
Florida State.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
So Derek Nicholson and A.J. Nicholson are two football players. So me and my brother are that wild to both excel majorly in football.
Yep.
Brian, his father, Daryl Nicholson, played for who?
The Florida Gators.
The New York Giants.
Oh, okay. All right.
Solid.
So,
I'm literally just,
No, I know. I didn't want a right answer out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get my point. Now, somebody, if I said, Steve, I need somebody to teach my linebackers to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marcus, I got a guy for you. How about a guy whose dad played for the New York Giants, whose brother played for the Cincinnati Bengals, and whose third played for Florida State and is a good recruiter?
Yeah.
And how could you not when you played linebacker for Florida State?
Right.
I like it.
Theoretically, that dude can't be a failure.
No, I agree. No, I think that's. I mean, you could say, well, you're the only one that did make it to the league.
At Florida State,
I'm joking.
You might not ever get off the bench.
I'm joking.
Clemson has a Rudy guy that's a 5-star.
Absolutely.
Florida State was Clemson.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a great hire, man. And that's what I was saying. The more you read about him, the more you kind of look down. Again, the reason I immediately was intrigued was because Coach Satterfield's gained my trust in hiring staff,
and he's from Winston-Salem, so he's
right in the wheelhouse.
Yeah. He's a Satterfield wheelhouse.
And then, like I said, kind of how quickly there wasn't a lot of names that come up outside of his. That was just kind of boom, boom. You went and grabbed him and took care of it. So, I'm in for it, man. I think it was a nice hire, nice replacement. He's a younger guy. I mean, he's hungry.
33.
Yeah. I mean, he's 33's young. Very young.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, if you're 33, you're
just now getting started.
You're just now getting rolling. That's what they say.
Right.
So I hear. But yeah, no, it's phenomenal, man. So yeah, no, I was happy with it. And you add that, and look, and that's all you're replacing coaching wise. It's kind of surprising. I kind of thought we'd be talking about a couple more. So,
but did you? Because when we saw the basketball games, when we saw the coaches wrestling with each other, like that's put it this way. You don't wrestle with each other and do the things you do if you're looking for money. And the reason I'm saying that is because you don't do things like that could hurt your image.
Sure.
Like any of these coaches that are looking to be head coaches, even things like the way you play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like to us, you might not think much of it, but I'm telling you, a guy who doesn't want to make a mistake because he wants a head coaching job, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk like the way you don't talk like your buddy.
Right.
And these guys talk like, no, we're really friends.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. And I'm not even really talking about at the top. I just thought maybe a few more positional coaches, or some things would come up. But granted, I mean, the only thing you lost was a guy back to App State to be a defensive coordinator, which is where he's been for a long time.
Yeah, so, players there he recruited. Yeah. He knows the layout. It's an upgrade,
Yeah, so you feel pretty good, man. You feel pretty good bouncing back with the hire. That's what I say. There's a lot of consistency going into next year. That's a big deal. When you bring the consistency back, you bring a lot of the same players back. You're plugging and playing some JUCOs. Like I said, I think you're gonna on the offensive line. I think when it's all said and done, you're gonna plug and play a JUCO. You're gonna plug and play an SEC grad transfer. And I mean the line, you're gonna keep that rolling. Like there's a lot. Oh, and you're bringing back Heisman odds, Javian Hawkins, Heisman odds, Tutu Atwell. You're bringing back a guy who, had he thrown one more pass, would have been second in completion percentage behind only Joe Burrow and Mikael Cunningham. Like, I mean, you're bringing back consistency at the wide receiver spot and adding a couple freshman studs. It's everything you want.
One more thing you kind of left out, or we didn't really talk about it too much. I was curious to Cole Anthony, of course you're coming back. Curious to know what you thought about the Coach Satterfield walk-on push.
He does it every year. No, it's smart. Smart, yeah. Marshawn Ford was a walk-on.
Yeah, right. Like,
yeah. There's dudes that can play football.
Right. That have good enough grades to get academic scholarships, to have their school paid for.
I was an all-state football player and was a walk-on. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like there is guys that know what they're doing that just you can't give a scholarship to because you only got 24 scholarships that are around here.
I was looking for the where was it? Where was that posted at? That's there was something posted about the walk-on camp and how he had it set up. But still, point being, he takes that part serious, right?
Now let me be clear. Marshawn Ford wasn't a tryout walk-on.
He was a preferred walk-on.
I don't want to turn him into Rudy, or.
No, it's a better story that way.
Yeah, he's
pulled himself
pretty
up
dang good football player.
Bootstraps.
Yeah.
He was given one day.
Yeah.
One opportunity.
That was it.
If you don't impress the coach on this one day, you're going, back to UPS.
Little Marshawn played his hardest in high school. Yeah.
Speaking of playing their hardest, we got to do it. Okay. We have to do it because people are listening. Kansas State. Brian, you start us off.
So I get the update on my Bleacher Report last night that there was a brawl after the Kansas State game concluded with a little video link. So I slide it over. I click the link, and I see everything that's going on. And it's kind of hard to tell what's going on from the wide shot. You just see a bunch of scrambling and pushing and shoving. And then you see it kind of go into the crowd a little bit and all that. Then you start to really analyze it, and you say, okay, there's a couple common factors involved here. There's a guy named D'Souza, and
wait, Brian, be a radio host. Where do we know that name from?
I'm wondering if Kansas might not really like this guy, and that's because he has got them in trouble for getting paid to go to Kansas.
Blatantly getting paid
he sits
to go
out for a year, and now he's averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds.
And being on wiretap, being explained to on how he needs to lie and handle the investigation, and still got cleared to play.
It's funny because he should be the face of this whole scandal, but but nobody really knows who he is because he averages 2 points and 2 rebounds for Kansas.
And I think his name was one of those mentioned, like, he's not worth that. He's not worth
now he's definitely not worth it.
Okay,
but then there's another common factor which was pointed out to me by my intern back here, Lily, and that is that the Kansas State player involved is Mr. David Sloan, who is a graduate of Ballard High School right here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, well, there you go. I did not know that.
And actually, David Sloan, just throw it out there real quick, had to end up going JUCO because the Kentucky High School Athletics Association screwed him.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining.
Throw that little nugget in there,
He
too.
actually only played. He only played 1 year at Ballard. He transferred there his junior year. He couldn't play because we were debating. I think it was academics. He played his senior year, got his bigger offers that he wanted, but couldn't qualify. Had to go.
It's better than that. It's actually better than that. He moved in he played at Taylor County. Moved in, had kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You're talking more of a custody type thing.
You're right.
Yeah. And then decided he wanted to move back home.
Like foster parents?
No, not like foster parents, but just like he decided he wanted to move back home and up to Louisville, and Kentucky High School Athletic Association wouldn't let him play. It's like, wow, wasn't that nice?
Go figure.
And now he's fighting D'Souza,
Yeah.
So you know what?
K-State.
So you know what? Also, you forgot to leave out the situational irony of the fight that occurred. Brian, where have we seen a guy standing over another guy? And what show was all of us listening to where we said, I don't care who you are, people. I know you may not know this or you may not appreciate this, but standing over somebody, Marcus famously said it 2 days ago. I said, standing over somebody is the biggest form of disrespect you can get.
We had a half-hour conversation.
I know. I said it's like somebody taking off their gloves, finger by finger, and double back smacking you with that glove. It's a challenge that somebody cannot be on this court or cannot be in this room or cannot be on this earth. If that happens,
you got to do something crazy to stand over somebody. You can't just do a simple little block like he did and then stand over somebody. You got to do a monster dunk like Kyle Couric, and then you deserve the right to stand over somebody.
Yeah, if you put them on the ground in the air on the play and you land kind of standing over him, drag it out.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, look, drag it out.
Give you a little
because the person on the ground knows. He earned that one, right? But that situation. Soon as he walked and stood over him, there was no way that was going to end peacefully. And I'm saying no way that's going to end peacefully. Keep in mind that scene doesn't scare me as much.
Yeah,
right?
No, I would agree.
And I was explaining to somebody that the fear reaction you get for the most part is, let's be fair. Let's be honest. You got 6'10" black dude in the front row of Kansas. Kansas's delegation is not very. It's not very. What's the word? Not integrated. It looks the same.
Yeah.
A lot of the Kansas crowd.
Right.
So just the view of that, of these big, tall, strong athletes moving really, really fast around normal human beings.
Yeah.
Looks really, really scary. But these athletes, like, they weren't in any danger of getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing you can have is somebody get tumbled on or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't as, especially to me, a 6'3" guy can handle himself, but he looks like, oh my God, he's in trouble. It's like, no, they're breaking it up.
Right.
It was going to break up within a couple of seconds. And if you look at it real close, people were close enough to really punch each other. and they weren't really trying to like.
No, yeah,
you know.
I would agree with
but
that.
I hate sounding like I'm downplaying it because I'm not. You know, it can't happen.
Yeah,
but the scene to me is kind of more exaggerated than it actually was up close.
I would agree with that. Agree with that 100%. But at the end of the day, I'm just selfish with it.
You can't pick up chairs and trash cans though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like don't even pick it up. Like, you know, like I know
Yes,
you
Texter.
I know you dropped it and like good for you, but now there's a picture of you rearing it back.
Right, but
yeah,
but
like,
notice how
that's not going to work.
Notice how they use the picture more than they
Yeah.
use the video.
Oh yeah,
they
sure.
used because the video you see it was the chair wasn't a threat. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like yeah, I'll hit you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And just kind of
like you're not taking that chair out of that guy's hands if he has any intentions of hitting somebody. Don't y'all watch wrestling?
Right, fair enough. And
Jeez.
I do. And but yeah, no, my only thing is more of this. I'm like
I knew you were gonna do this, Steve.
I'm just like and y'all should punish them. Like look how stupid they look. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Hey, seriously? I'm like, can you imagine? And actually, I don't even want to go with the can you imagine what it would be if we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go with this. We look pretty dang good. We're just going out here. We're going into Cameron. You know what I'm saying? We're winning games. We're just Coach Max got 9 making jokes at halftime. Everything's good.
He did make that joke in an intense moment.
They had 3 women on poles in splits with Snoop Dogg with money coming out of a machine.
A money gun. No, say it. A money gun. No, say it right now, Steve.
Yeah. What? A money gun.
Yes.
Yes.
A money gun and women dancing on poles to start the year.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. And now this, it's like, yeah. And
I hate doing that too. I hate the non-correlating correlating story.
Yeah, and look, here's the thing. And also it's the guy who was in the reports that you have so it's like, yeah. Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
So what happens when you just when they get suspended, Kansas loses some games, then they end up as an 8 seed. You have to play them the second round in Indy.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
That's going to suck so bad.
Yeah.
Here's the brackets,
I think we beat them. I'm not worried about that. But it's like,
Kansas and Louisville, second round matchup.
I know. St. Louis, Missouri.
That would be the worst.
Yeah.
Coming off a 10-game suspension. D'Souza's now eligible.
Yeah. Yeah, so whatever. Hey, more power to you. The fight itself, I'm like, whatever. I actually agree with what Bob Valvano put on there.
What did he say?
Yesterday, just kind of talking about, that's not the norm.
Right.
People kind of turn it into like, oh my God, this happens all over. It's like, no, it doesn't. That doesn't happen all the time. Was a random.
Right. I got to admit, I was a little agitated with Jared Stillman making disciplinary action by the what if creed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you're going to discipline on the what if, like what would life be like if you were disciplined saying, well, if the chair would have hit somebody and cracked the skull open and they fell off the stage and then you would have died on national TV, what if that would have happened?
Yeah.
Suspended for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know.
I was listening and I'm just like, really?
Yeah, I'm not.
But yeah, there's no excuse to fight.
Yeah,
it is the rare exception. You watch physical play 1,000 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Year round, people don't fight. The players, basketball players, do not fight. Baseball players do not fight. If they do, you have your 2 highlights of the year fight.
Mm-hmm. But it also goes back to
we have more discipline than y'all.
And I'm starting Sam Williamson for grabbing Darius. That's it. David, Sam. It's my starting backcourt now. and now I have
because of his discipline.
Yeah, he was disciplined. If you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows, or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
After Saturday's road win over Duke, Louisville basketball is back home in action tonight as the Cards host Georgia Tech. And for the most pre- and post-game analysis, keep it locked on ESPN Louisville. Pre-game coverage with Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage live from the Galt House begins at 6 o'clock on all ESPN Louisville stations. And then directly following the game, it's the Coors Light post-game show as we'll and hear live from Chris Mack. If it's Louisville basketball, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Everyone knows Genesis Diamonds has the best prices, but you need to know Genesis also has the best diamonds, the ones with the most sparkle and brilliance.
Some diamonds are just not good enough to go in a Genesis box.
Wendy Canavan, Vice President at Genesis, says these are not like the diamonds you see at the mega corporate chain stores.
We're not like the chain stores. Our owner is so picky. He goes through hundreds of diamonds in order to buy 20. He will not allow his customers to buy an inferior diamond.
In fact, the diamonds that Genesis rejects are often sold to internet retailers and corporate chain jewelers.
No one wants a foggy diamond. No one wants a hazy diamond. And you won't see that at Genesis Diamonds.
What you will see is one of the largest selections of GIA certified diamonds in America. Each one hand-selected for maximum brilliance because, well, that's what she deserves.
You don't want people to say, oh, your ring's okay. You want people to say, wow.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Hey y'all, my name is Miss Joella, and I am Joella's Hot Chicken. Now eating chicken that's all heat and no taste is just about as smart as a trapdoor in a canoe. It just makes no sense, which is why I'm all about love, hospitality, and just the right amount of spice. That way, you can enjoy chicken that has some heat and a whole lot of flavor. Joella's Hot Chicken.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you.
Administrative leave on December 26th for an alleged misconduct off the court with members of the campus community. Benny Seltzer will step in as Evansville's interim head coach in the meantime. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
This is Marcus Maben, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Fun first hour. Always fun. We get to talk a little football. Steve is excited.
No, it was awesome.
He's probably not as excited as me.
No, I'm not. You get way too excited over that. I am excited about getting back to Al J's tonight, though. It's been a long time. Get to go to Al J's pregame starting at 6 o'clock. Then we get to say, I do at least, and Marcus may join me if it depends on what he's doing, but I get to do, we're doing post-game at Al J.
Listen, when Steve says depends what he's doing, I'm usually mingling.
No, you're not doing it. You just look. Here's the thing: people don't know we have an unwritten contract. Look, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, like, look, I like to show up pregame, help out. You show up postgame, help me out. It's nice. It's a nice little unwritten rule to, even though I do get some benefits from actually being on the pregame. You get absolutely nothing for being on the postgame. So that's why every once in a while I'll buy Marcus a coffee or a gift card and just say thank you, because it does. Now it's not as hard, but some of those early games, man. Like, you do not know. I'm saying to anybody that doesn't know how much it means to have somebody just sitting in with you, because it's like, yeah, well, that team really just sucked. I don't really know what to say. But Al Jays, I was explaining Al Jays to somebody earlier. I was like, Scott Kennedy in the back. I said, listen, the place has
a jewel.
I said, the bar is a fish tank. I'm like, there's fish swimming around while you're eating.
There's an upper level, a lower level. There's like 10 lounges.
It's amazing.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. It's tabled. It's about 10 tables. Space is good.
I said the thing is glass all the way around. You got a view of the river. And here's the thing: after the games,
you're on the river,
we do the post game, and then we're usually hanging out there for a while. Like we enjoy our time over there, man. It's an awesome spot. Check out the game.
If you want to know if we're really like jerks in person,
yes.
Yeah.
Are we different on the air than in person? Yes. Yes, we are. We are.
Here's your chance to find out. Seattle Paul, thanks for joining us on Morning with Marcus Maben. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, looking at the card schedule for basketball, I think we don't play a ranked team until Florida State again. That's like 10 games from now. What are you guys looking for? I mean, I remember calling in and saying the ACC sucked, and Steve was like, oh, man, it's the ACC. You can't call the ACC sucky. And, like, we're barely trying to get, like,
and listen, Paul, I still would say that to you right now. Say, yeah, I'd be like, there's that. Go look at the ACC's record when they don't play ACC play. I'd say no. I would completely disagree. I think when you go on the road, what Louisville's got to do going on the road in certain places is much tougher than what other people in other conferences have to do when they go on the road. So,
yeah, definitely. I got in an argument with some guy at work, and he was saying, "Oh man, you guys barely beat Pitt at Pitt." I'm like, dude, Duke just lost at Clemson on the road. I'll take any road win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, now I will say, after there are 3 elite teams, Virginia's not holding up their end of the bargain. North Carolina hasn't held their. Of course, Cole Anthony now is tweeting out that he's probably going to come back, which
against Louisville.
Well, of course, his draft stock falling 15 spots probably has something to do with it. But to your point,
David,
I will say, outside of those 3, there's really nobody elite. I mean, you're right about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for? Do you think that, we're talking about the floor of our seating, though, but because the strength of schedule usually it picks up every year in the ACC after non-conference play. But this year, I don't think we may get that strength of schedule bump in the ACC. You think we can lose more than 2 games and still draw and still stay on the 2 seed line?
Yeah, because
minimum 2 seed.
Here's the other thing, and Paul, I appreciate the call. Here's the other thing: you can't. If it was ACC centric, you'd be worried.
That's the problem.
It's not. You look at Gonzaga's scheduling. You know what I'm saying? Their best games were, preseason tourneys.
Mm-hmm.
You look, like I said, Big Ten visually looks like, probably the best conference, but, Big Ten, ACC Challenge, Ohio State's, supposed to be a big dog. They're busting each other too. You know what I'm saying? So every conference is getting is going to have the same strength of schedule, flat year.
Well, and right now, Louisville's 15th strength of schedule. And you still have road games to go. So your strength of schedule, Louisville's strength of schedule is going to end up anywhere from 5 to 14.
By the way, LaDawn Reeves also agrees with us as far as Al J. She was actually listening.
Did she go to Al J?
And she said it really is nice. So I got that text in the middle of the show.
Well, tell her to come out. Come up sometime.
She is. Don't worry about that.
Listen. Hey, look. I'll take her to Al J's. Nice little night out.
Easy, Steve.
What?
Baby mama. Slow down, bro. Brian, Steven's gonna get in trouble with his wife.
Listen.
And look,
he's always getting.
Jalen's gonna come smash Steven.
I know. Listen, but here's the thing: how when I'm sitting there with the cigar in one hand and somebody's like, "Who's this?" I'll be like, "Well, this is Marx's."
Yeah, don't say baby mom.
No, I'm not. Do you think I'm gonna say that? How stupid do you think
LaDon.
Yeah.
You say, oh, this is LaDon. Everybody knows she is.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so Georgia Tech time.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech time. Brian Hall, you are now the beginning subject guy for the day. Georgia Tech. Level of anxiety, Brian Hall represents the people. Are you worried about I'm losing my words today. Are you worried about the vaunted letdown game, trap game, the hangover? Are you worried about any of that stuff? Because now
Not necessarily.
Now you got this awesome locker room too. Like, you guys are gonna get spoiled.
Not necessarily against Georgia Tech. Josh Pastner never really scares me. It's one of those things that I think that I get your point. I do think that there is going to be that trap game where we're going to have either a closer game than expected or that we potentially have a loss. I don't think it's this one, though.
Why not?
I think it's going to be more of a
why not
like
this
a
one?
Boston College type team.
Why not this one?
Say what?
Why not this game?
I don't know. Georgia Tech just isn't that team that scares me. Pastner's not one of those coaches that's ever really scared me.
I got no idea.
I mean, you're talking about a team that's under 500 at home.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I actually think I think Louisville looks good tonight. I do. I think that they come back from this one Saturday.
Yeah, where has Lawrence been?
Yeah, I know. Where has Lawrence been?
Text us. Has he called to any other shows, Brian?
I haven't heard him.
Is he mad at everybody?
I don't know. Or maybe Louisville's just doing too good.
Yeah, Lawrence is actually happy.
Yeah.
I got nothing to call it. We just beat Duke. Lawrence is like, I'm not calling into no shows because I got nothing.
I'm just gonna listen. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen and see what they got to say.
That's a good point.
No, but I think Louisville looks good tonight. I hope that the crowd has taken our plea that look.
Oh yeah,
3 games on the road.
Can you give that one more time, Steve? Just the soft version.
They played. I mean, this team just went and played a whiteout at Notre Dame, a gold out at Pitt, college game day at Duke. They won all 3 games. I would be ashamed to let them come back to a dead arena on a Wednesday night at 7:00. I mean, after the environments they just played in, stared down and won, and on a pretty day,
You know what I saw? You know what I saw last night? And it's just me just jumping back on the court. Like, I didn't mean to cut off, the plea, but I watched Duke Miami last night.
I actually caught quite a bit of it too.
Did you see Trey Jones out there bullying that kid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, Duke looked awesome. Yeah.
Duke looked like America's Duke last night against Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Jones was bullying. What's my point guard's name?
Likes.
Yeah, was Chris Likes. Trey Jones was out there just bullying him. I mean, they were just bullying him at every position, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how good Louisville is.
Yeah.
Because they bullied Miami at every spot.
Let me read you. Let me find this real quick. There is a Duke blog, Duke Digest. Okay, it's got 18,000 followers. So I mean, this is legit stuff. I went back just for craps and giggles, man, and I went back during the Louisville game. It was like, let me
I
read
need more followers. I only got like 10,000. Come on, y'all.
I only got like 7,000, like something like that. So
work on that.
Must be tough. Listen, I'm going back, and I was like, I want to hear what they're kind of tweeting during the games, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me read you a couple of these guys' tweets. Or actually, let me read you one. Okay, well, I'll do a couple. Just this is once the game started.
Mm-hmm.
See, gonna need a lot more from Trey if we want to win this game. Have to get stops. This is the one I loved. Trey just can't guard this guy.
Look, who we see as top defenders in the conference.
Yeah. Look at this. This guy tweeted out, Trey just can't guard this guy. Like this is he tweeted that out around 6:59 on Saturday. The game started at 6. So at some point he just had the revelation. He's like, look, Louisville's point guard is better than our point guard. Period. Let me do a couple here. Just kind of reading. It says Cassius Stanley's playing like a grown man.
I agreed.
Then he said, look, he sees the momentum He's getting, you can read it. I'm not knocking the guy. I mean, he seems like a good follow.
Right,
I follow him, but listen, seize the momentum. Then it says, Cassius Stanley's playing like a grown man. You want to hear the next one? I don't know, man. Louisville just isn't getting rattled tonight. They're doing exactly what it needs to walk out here with the win. Duke's just not winning this game.
That's probably like Stevenski rummage of Duke.
Yes.
Right?
Listen to this. Listen.
Because this sounds like your timeline, but you just don't actually write it down.
I know. The very next tweet. Look, Cameron is rocking. Okay? It's like it's rolling again. The very next tweet after that. Feels like Louisville's just got a game plan. They're just executing. Duke's just reacting to Louisville. Like, I mean, this is like it was kind of funny to go back and watch.
No, I'm enjoying this. Like, keep going.
This guy's timeline.
Please keep going.
Okay, look. 3 minutes left. Gonna be an absolute dogfight to the finish.
Okay.
Louisville's just a better team. Another slow start. Brain dead decision sealed the night tonight. Pretty shocking to play such a disjointing game on our home court in a crucial game like this.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome.
But it was funny to watch his emotion through Twitter or go back and read where it's like, oh my God, they're so good. Wait a minute. All right, we're getting it. Oh my God. Oh my God. He did it 3-4 times. It's like, they're just so good. I don't know what to do.
Ryan, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
I was kind of surprised the other day after we beat Duke, the way Coach K was carrying on about, us bullying them and all that sort of thing. And, he kind of blew through the handshake line, didn't really talk to anybody or much anything like that. So, I thought that was all a bunch of BS. But so last night, had one eye on the TV doing some other stuff. And I was curious if you guys caught the last minute or so in the handshake line last night against Miami.
I didn't.
Oh, but that's a good observation.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I didn't.
Dude was like holding hands. He's holding hands with guys. He's got his arm around him. He's just all chatting up with them and talking to them, and all friendly and everything. And I'm like, fair weather coach, don't you?
Yeah.
Can't congratulate somebody if they beat you, but if you beat somebody by 30, hey, dude, I'm keeping my eye on you for next year. I was going to recruit you. Hey, coach, will you let go of my hand, please? I want to go in the. Really want to get off the floor right now. We got our butts kicked. You don't need to put your arm around me anymore. I know you were looking at me. I know you want to give me a scowl. Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyway, I just wonder if you guys noticed that last night. Very condescending guy, apparently.
No, I appreciate the call. I wouldn't even call it condescending. He was hurt, man. Look, but here's the thing, Ryan. I thought what you thought right at first, but again, in the big scheme of things, he was hurt. And I'll say this as far as advice moving forward, Ryan, for you, for me, get used to this one. Get used to every coach talking about the way the game is being played every time Coach Mack beats him.
Yeah.
Because that's his calling card.
Mm-hmm.
His calling card is plugging up the paint.
Yeah.
His calling card is being tougher. You're not used. Here's the thing. That video, that little GIF I posted of Cassius Stanley.
Yeah.
This is what he did, people. Cassius Stanley. Did I talk about this earlier in the show?
No.
Cassius Stanley on the Jordan Warriors second foul. You can go to my Twitter and check it out. You can actually follow me too when you go there. I'm gonna be that guy until my followers get up. Cassius Stanley traps Jordan's arm under his.
Yeah.
Like pins it to his body, right?
Yep.
Acts like Jordan is hanging on to him and then swings back his right elbow up towards Jordan's face.
Yeah.
You know what people do when Cassius Stanley wearing a Duke uniform does that? They say he's competitive, he's fiery, he's scrappy. But when you see that play again, if he makes contact with Jordan, here's where the sad part is. If he makes contact with Jordan's face, right?
Yep.
they're still going to blame Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to act like Jordan was locked up with him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They're so used to the narrative going in their favor when they do something physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when Louisville, does the physical without fouling,
yeah,
like Malik did coming late, when they physically there's something happened,
okay,
that nobody paid attention to. I mean, I'm being such a jerk way to put it. What do you remember about the Malik Williams play, the dunk? What do you remember about that whole play? Just describe it, kind of.
Just where he fell down. I remember that. I mean, he hit the ground hard.
Malik.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rewind that play.
Okay.
To where Malik stole it.
Okay.
Trey Jones went he was going to try to run off Malik, kind of pick and roll, right?
Right.
Malik jumped all the way out the way and took away Trey Jones's right hand.
Yes.
If you go back and look at that play, Trey Jones just crumbled.
Yeah.
He crumbled. Because think about it. There wasn't any real contact.
Yeah.
Right? And he crumbled and lost the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch that play, he doesn't try to get back into play. He doesn't try to go after the ball. He quit.
Yeah.
And Coach K is not used to seeing a quit play in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
He quit on it. He quit. He didn't even. You remember how mad you were at Darius?
Yeah.
For not dogging
Notre
it to
Dame.
get back. Yeah. To not dogging it to get back into play. It's a 3-point game. It's still 10 seconds to go. You turn over the ball and you just folded.
Yeah.
And they saw that and they were like, "We're done.
Yeah.
We're physically, emotionally
Yeah.
broken."
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. Like if you have time, somebody go back and look at how weak and defeated he looks on that play.
Yeah.
You're a point guard. You're a fast point guard. You can handle the ball. Your body quit on you because David Johnson worked you.
Yeah.
Your brain quit on you because you took it to the basket. Malik didn't foul you 2 times.
Yeah.
Cassius Stanley, 15 seconds to go, jacks up a deep 3. It doesn't even draw iron.
No.
Y'all physically got wore down by that Louisville team. Mac is more proud of that part of the game than the execution. Just now, this game was the first Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
You watched Rick Pitino for years.
Multiple times.
And you
man.
said, look, baby, they're quitting.
I know.
They're quitting. Listen, if you love horse racing, you know what I'm saying? You love to see your horse, that just has stamina.
Oh, yeah,
If you
absolutely.
love basketball, if you have a football team that has a running game, and when you start trusting your football team and watching them wear somebody down, it is freaking sweet.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah.
When you just see your team make some team quit.
Yeah. No, I agree with that 100%.
Running, conditioning, or toughness.
And I think Coach K kind of showed his hand there because Rick beat Coach K a lot. Now, Coach K,
it's gotta be irritating.
I think, showed his hand when he said, "I don't like to play ball like that."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
That's actually what sparked my whole Trey Jones moment.
Yeah,
is him talking about like that, and I'm like, look, it's like when you people, I'm like, what do you mean like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, oh, good, because now that's the only way you're going to play us.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And here's the thing too. I wanted to have this conversation in a different way, but Coach Mack talking about toughness. These players, before Matt got hold of them, have been playing a certain way, an AAU style, for 17, 18, 19 years, right?
Yeah.
I want people to understand that it takes years to change the inherent behavior of an athlete.
Yeah.
Like, you can get somebody to stop acting up in a short amount of time, but to actually to rewire somebody's brain to never give up on a loose ball and don't worry about who you're going to run into when you're chasing this basketball. Like, it takes years to rewire. So how about this? Try this one on for size, Steve.
Okay.
It takes 2 years to instill a tough at all cost attitude in your players.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. The hardest part is to do the psychology change.
Sure.
The easiest part is to teach somebody to pivot, cut hard away from the basketball. Like, what if I told you 2 years, now we have a program attitude?
Yeah.
Now I don't have to teach program attitude.
Oh, sure.
Because Josh knows,
Mm-hmm.
and Sam knows, and Aiden just learned,
Yeah.
and Quinn just learned what the expectation of physical, psychological toughness.
Yes.
Now I can concentrate more on transition fundamental basketball. I can concentrate on all these other things that we hate when we see the team not executing.
Yep.
I'm like, this coach is still working on defense and mentality.
Oh, absolutely.
We haven't even got, like, there's a way to build a program.
Yeah.
And it's, you can bring a coach in here that can get buckets. I could put in a style that we all score 106 points a game.
Absolutely.
It's not going to help the kids.
Right.
Because they run around shooting shot, but they're not mentally tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the grind of of introducing a new style, So quite possibly he's ahead of schedule.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's year 2. It's year 2, and I mean the expectations right now are to make the Final Four, win the national championship. And here's the thing: the reason the expectations are starting to get there fully is because you are seeing those things you're talking about. You are seeing a little bit of a mindset change.
Yeah, and let's not be revisionist. Coach would have hated Jordan.
Who?
Coach Pitino.
Yeah,
he would have hated Jordan for at least 2 years.
Sure.
He would have hated Malik. Maybe not.
No,
he would love Malik.
No, actually, yeah.
He would have hated Steven.
Yeah, I think he would have loved him.
He would have Jalen Johnson, Steven Enoch.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
So like, before you even do the players, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would have hated these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So with the roster to be where you're at with a tough 3-game strip.
Yep.
You're just now seeing the introduction of the mental change. The mental adaptation.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fact. I agree with you 100% on that. So yeah, but you do notice that, and that is, again, going back to what I was saying, that is why I think you are starting to. There's been a raise in confidence around Louisville fans now when you talk to them, as opposed to 2 weeks ago. You talk to them now, and it's like, oh yeah, no, because even against Kentucky and some of those teams, you may have not realized it at the time
because you were angry. You were blinded by passion.
But now you look back and you're like, we were watching them grow. You could see it in those games.
Yeah, they fought.
Yeah, you could see it in that when they
got control of their mental,
100%.
Their mental emotion. They got control of their psychological toughness. They got control of their emotions on the court.
I agree 100%.
You saw it.
Yeah. So
you were just angry. Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, Marcus, Steve, how you guys doing?
Good,
man.
Hey, tonight, what I would love to see, there's a play that we run for Sutton where he catches the ball on the left wing, curls around with a hard right drive.
Yep.
I'd love to see them run that for Sam tonight, so when he comes in, he feels purpose and he's not just floating around.
They do, and they will. Yeah. No, I know the exact play you're talking about.
Yep.
It's a no hesitation. The big man rolls hard, to the basket. If he doesn't get it, Sam gets ready to attack or gets ready to shoot it right there. Yep.
Secondly, we've only scratched the surface of what we've seen from DJ. Once he gets his legs for the second half, because in the second half of the Duke game, he was still explosive, but not as explosive as he was in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Once he gets his legs, man, the world's got to watch out.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Actually, he lost a little bit of his legs in the first half when he got that last Jordan dunk where he just dunked it one hand, like coming from someone who loves to get dunks in a game.
Yeah.
When you get opportunities like that where you knew nobody was around and you do the jump off 2-leg, 1-hand dunk with no fanciness to it, you were just jumping high enough to dunk it.
That's how I used to do it.
Because you had already gotten like 2 or 3 in a row, 2 or 3, dunks, layups, whatever. So, yeah, he definitely – and here's the thing. It's not physically it's tired, but it's a different kind of tired.
Yeah.
It's that first, 5 minutes of the game where the ball's just going up and down the court and everybody's kind of breathing hard. It was kind of like one of those kind of tireds. He just had so much action so fast that, but again, he's going to have some expectations now, so he's going to be able to deal with that comfortably. He's going to be able to breathe a little better, count on being out there a little more.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take our last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 939 is the number on 939 The Ville.
This is Brandon Lang. You know me from being a regular on The Diener Show and from Matthew McConaughey portraying me in the movie Two for the Money. I had enough of going bald about a year ago, and I had to do something about it and do something about it now. So when I started researching places to get hair surgery done, I realized one of the best places in the country is right here in Louisville, the Parsley Waldman Hair Center. I had my surgery last October, and it totally reframed my face. And it has happened in a gradual, organic way. People who haven't seen me in a while tell me how much younger I look. My wife tells me how different I look. Let's be honest, that's really all that matters. And when I look at pictures of myself from a year ago, it's amazing to me to see how different I look. But don't trust my word. Trust Dr. Waldman. He grew up here. He was an athlete at Louisville, and he is a perfectionist when it comes to hair surgery. Dr. Waldman and his staff rolled out the red carpet and made me feel totally comfortable throughout the entire procedure. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how easy it is to get your hair back. Go to hairsurgery.com. Tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky. Or
if it's Louisville basketball, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville. It's down to the best of the best as we crown the football champion. Get in on all the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to get all your big game bets in. Check out all they have to offer, including prop bets and football squares. DraftKings Sportsbook is a safe, secure, and reliable betting app. You can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. And DraftKings Sportsbook is offering their best sign-up offer to date. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WLCL. For a limited time, all new users can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. That's code WLCL and get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Must be 21 or older, Indiana only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
The 2020 college baseball season is around the corner, and the Louisville Cardinals are primed for another deep postseason run. Coming off of a 5th trip to the College World Series and ranked number 1 in the preseason polls, you won't want to miss the excitement of another year at Jim Patterson Stadium. Season tickets are now available for as little as $50 to cheer on the Cards as they battle through another scintillating season in the ACC. For more information, visit GoCards.com.
Grass, track, wall, that ball is gone.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
This is Luke Hancock. As a financial advisor with ClearPath Financial of Raymond James, we recognize each person, family, or business has a unique financial situation that requires a tailored and strategic approach. We commit our energy, resources, and knowledge to simplify the financial planning process and help clients reach their goals. Finances can be complex, but it doesn't have to feel like brain surgery or a foreign language. We help with things like planning to get you to and through retirement, preserving your wealth, building a legacy, and many more wealth management solutions. Bottom line, you want someone you can trust who's going to put you first to help you break through and reach your financial goals. Come see us for a comprehensive financial review. We're right next to Trinity High School in the heart of St. Matthews at 4070 Westport Road, Louisville, Kentucky. Or call us at 502-805-4000. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
This is Mike Brown, principal broker and CEO for On the Move Realtors in Louisville. We are a locally owned company that connects people together, sellers and buyers, owners and tenants. That's our job. We do it every day. Please check out our website to see thousands of homes for sale in the Louisville and surrounding area at www.onthemoverealtors.com or call us at 509-7653. Please feel free to contact On the Move Realtors today for a hassle-free online market analysis of your home. We have realtors standing by to assist you with real estate needs.
Is your bedroom, sunroom, or room over the garage too hot in the summer, maybe too cold in the winter? BJ Heating and Cooling, your local factory authorized Bryant dealer, has teamed up with Bryant Ductless Equipment, whatever it takes to make that room enjoyable again. Bryant mini splits are quiet, efficient, and avoid the installation of bulky ductwork. Give BJ Heating and Cooling a call today to schedule your free estimate and get 0% financing for 3 years with approved credit. Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
At Which Wich, they believe that a great sandwich has the power to make any day better. Which Wich has launched their new favorites menu, including clubs with top quality grilled and breaded chicken, plus new shakes, including birthday cake, the famous Courtney's cookie, and yellow M&M shakes. 2 area locations, 221 South Hurstburn Parkway and Old Brownsboro Crossing. Mention ESPN, you'll get a large build-your-own Wich for just $6.80. Order online or download the new app. Which Wich, superior sandwiches.
This is and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back to Middays with Marcus Maben. Marcus is, he'll be here in a second. We have a little controversy in the studio with where you have to go to the restroom for the next day or so. So it's a little bit down the hallway. A little bit down the hallway. So we'll see how that fixes. But anyways, Marcus is back. But I do want to tell you, it is Which Wich Wednesday. So thanks to Jason and his team for bringing about Which Wich to the ESPN Louisville studios. 2 great locations at Old Brownsboro Crossing or 221 South Hurstburn Parkway. Try the ESPN special. It's a large Wich for just $6.80. Order for your office, the big game, watch parties, quick lunch, or dinner for the family. Order online today at whichwich.com or download the app.
Also, very, very special thanks to DFH Company. Our temperature has been superb. Steve and I tend to get overly animated. A lot of times that raises the temperature of the room. It's a small room. Thank goodness. Because of our 16 hours of live programming, Steve.
That's a lot of programming.
That's a lot of programming.
Did we mention that we're tearing the wall down and we bought next door too? Are we doing that?
You don't even have to say buy. Just buy. We've acquired next door, and we're just gonna tear down a wall.
We just got a lot of great stuff going on.
And here's the thing:
you'll be able to walk by and see us
any day you want.
Any day you want.
any day you want. You imagine?
And we're all up in those windows too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
right.
play.
Listen, Drew doesn't like the windows, or they like
we're the
option.
anti that.
We are going to be sitting in the front window studio of 93.9 on this campus because of our 16 hours, mostly the 2 hours.
Yeah.
10 to 12.
Yeah, I'm not going to come in and sit other places. But we do a lot of pregame, post games.
Nighttime shows are fun too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And you know how it is, people, like when you're in a bright room at night and, it's dark outside, how it just looks even more lit up. Like, yeah, that's going to be us. But again, due to the success of the station, advertising partners take note. Success of the station says we need more space, we need more, more everything. So, and how did I get to talking about them when I start off with DFH and a thank
because
you?
DFH is one of the reasons, because we are so comfortable in here. We are just pissing excellence because it's so great.
Fair enough.
That we're tearing it up in every aspect, and now we've got to grow.
One more reason to make sure you attend the game tonight, to make sure you hang out with us pre and post. Actually, there's two more reasons. One, the place is awesome. And for that to be such a big place, how do they keep the temperature? They must have DFH as well.
It's amazing.
To keep the temperature so perfect in there. Of course we are. Always. To keep that place so perfect temperature, like, have you ever not been comfortable in there?
No, I love Al-J's, man. I like the lighting. I like it all, man. I mean, it's an amazing spot to hang out.
Game tonight.
Yeah.
What channel, Brian?
Ooh, well, I did get that question. It's on ACC Network Extra. I'm looking up to see.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
ACC Network Extra, according to ESPN. I'm gonna get you a better answer on that, but real quick, I just wanted to give another shout out. I just got hit up by Keith Bosch. We had him on last year. He was a former Louisville basketball assistant. He's the athletic director over at Mercy, and he's the women's basketball coach at Mercy. He wanted to let people know that the Rats Fence O'Shea's Basketball Classic is this weekend at Mercy. It's absolutely loaded with talent. He said, if you want to see some of the best women's basketball players, 7 of the top 10 players from the state of Kentucky are playing in this event, including all of the candidates for Miss Kentucky basketball. And they have 13 McDonald's All-Americans nominees that will be playing in this event as well. It starts on Friday. Game times start at 4 o'clock and they run until 9:20, and then they also play on Saturday 9:30 a.m. all the way through about 9:30 p.m. So if you looking for some good women's basketball, you might want to get out to Mercy High School this weekend.
Wow.
Mercy Academy.
Word on the street is that it's a Fox Sports South game.
It is, but ESPN's not going to promote that. ESPN's going to tell you that it's ACC Network Extra, which Brian is right on that. It's because
Fox Sports South.
Yeah, Fox Sports South is where it will be on, though. You can get it on TV there. But you can also go into ACC, if you can log into your app or whatever and watch it on
So
there.
you can watch it on ACC Network Plus.
Yeah, it's one of those things, but it's like they're not going to, because it's a regional sports game. Probably be blacked out on there. You won't be able to watch it here live.
Oh, in Louisville.
Yeah. You wouldn't be in the region.
So you can't watch it.
No, you watch it on Fox Sports South.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can't watch it on ACC Network is what I was saying.
No, not local. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be blacked out. So they're not going to, Fox Sports is going to, no, you can't go over there and watch it. You got to watch it here. Yeah, so yeah.
All right, people. Sit at home if you want to and start kicking stuff. When you find out your Road Warriors are home,
I know.
and you get home, tell a friend to tell a friend right now, dude. If you're a cord cutting, fire stick boosting, black market site using, son of a gun, get prepared to be frustrated if you don't just go to this game. If you don't just get out and go. If your local bar, you say, I want to watch the game, and they're acting like they don't know which channel is on and they can't find. Is there anything more frustrating, Steve? You told a story the other day about not being able to be a cord cutter because you don't have the patience to deal with.
I just can't do it, man. Like
you can't deal with buffering.
Look, I've looked at AT&T TV now. I've looked at YouTube TV. I've looked at all this stuff, and I almost pulled the trigger a bunch of times. And I'm like, I just want my cable. Because when I came home from Molly Malone's the other day, and I ran in my house, and nobody was home, and I ran up the steps, and I ran in my door, if I knew when I hit TV on, cable on, 9-3, 931 or whatever, I knew that game's going to be on TV.
Is it still 931 ESPN HD?
It's the 900 channels, or actually now you don't have to do that. You can just go to 31 or whatever. All the channels are HD now.
Okay.
So it's not like because before all the 900 channels were HD.
That was back in the last time I had cable. That was one of the last things I remember.
Now they all just are, but I still, for some reason, I like the 900 lineup because it puts a lot of the channels
right together. Yeah,
right together. So but anyway, so I went in there, just boom, boom, and I knew that was going to come on. If I had hit that, and look, and that's fine. You can call me and go, Steve, every time I hit it, it comes on. That's cool. Like, that's cool. Good for you. But the one time it don't, I'm going to snap my 75-inch TV in half. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So, no.
No, because I do admit, man, like I said, for all the corners I've learned to cut in the cable world, I mean, and part of it is I'm a little masochist about, you know how I am, Steve, about I enjoy the pain of screwing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when I screw up, you might say, well, just go over here and that's the fix. And I would say, no, I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to enjoy the stupid decision that I made.
Yeah.
I don't deserve to be happy at this moment.
I know.
So, yeah, which is really kind of crazy. But
I just can't do it. That's why, look, cutting the cord is a great idea. And I wish I could because I pay $160 for cable. So I wish I could
Brian,
make myself do it.
What was your first concert?
What?
My first concert was John Mellencamp.
How old were you?
How old was I?
Yeah.
I was probably in like the 6th grade, probably about 12 years old.
What about you, Steve?
Carmen, the Christian singer. It sucked.
He says the funniest things, y'all. I'm listening. How old were you?
I probably like 9, 8. It's just terrible. My mom made me go.
That was a very off the wall question, right?
Yeah.
It was something I just wanted to throw out there earlier on in the show.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see Garth Brooks in Cincinnati, though.
Jordan Wara was asked the same question.
Mm-hmm.
What was his first concert? Do you remember his answer?
No, I didn't watch that thing. I'm like, I don't know, but I know how many points he's got right now.
Jay Billis?
Yeah, they're like, 94 feet with Jordan Wara. I'm like, I don't give a crap.
Do you remember, Brian?
I do not.
Jordan Wara's first concert was Forecastle.
When he got to Louisville
Really?
College.
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
I wanted people to know that. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, every time you talk bad about Jordan Wara and what he's doing, he's never – you two have been to he's never even been to a concert.
Yeah.
That's that kind of discipline that you got to that thing is in my brain because I didn't go to a concert until like a senior going to college or sitting out. That was like my first concert.
Yeah.
Right? Like
yep.
I never even thought of having time on a weekend to be at a concert.
No.
Never. Like and not like I said, not out of listen, Jordan didn't have the background story, couldn't afford a concert. He loves his music just as much as anybody.
Listen. I tell people all the time. I was a low level Division I guy, like just getting Division I interest and a few offers. I never been on a spring break in high school.
Right.
I was never on a spring break.
Right.
I didn't do Christmas break because we were in Butler County or in
basketball.
We were
season.
in Clarksville.
Yeah.
For attorney. Like So to an extent. So I have even extra respect for somebody with that level who I know what my commitment was.
Cameron.
And somebody whose commitment level was well beyond that. Right. That of just how little you do.
Yeah, I just didn't. I knew Louisville people remember the pictures of Harlow and remember the images that were posted. Y'all should know that was that man's first concert. So while y'all have Y'all can talk about the 15 concerts you went through to all the summers and all these things. His first concert was 6 months ago.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Brian Hall, let Coach Mack talk to us about something.
Chris, given the big win Saturday, the successful road trip, have you noticed any even more enthusiasm on the part of your players, more optimism, and also like you to address that personally too? Are you getting more active on this team? Or?
I don't really look for that. I just worry about, getting ready for our next opponent, next team. Got to look forward. Certainly we can gain some confidence in key stretches of the game where we, manage to either come back or take the other team's best punch down the stretch and return the favor and win the game. But, my job is to, look forward and keep trying to improve our team and, not worry about emotional state and feelings, especially my own personal ones.
Chris, defensively, especially early in the game the other night, what was working well for you guys to force so many turnovers? And then, in turn, now what is the next step for the defense?
Our physicality, our ability to keep the ball in front of us, and I think there was